It's always an adventure. Okay, so today I had to take my friend to drop off the loaner car. She had a tree fell on her Jeep and we had a bad storm. So there was no saving that Jeep. The insurance paid for her to get a new one, which was definitely a good thing. But anyway, so she needed a ride to drop off the rental and pick up the new Jeep, and we stopped and we had lunch. And then when I get home, I realized I don't have not one square of toilet paper left. Nothing like wait until the last fucking minute. So I placed an order on Instacart. She's been sleeping in the car on the way home, so I don't know if she's going to sleep now, but she's watching Disney, so she's quiet. And then I get a letter saying, like, this saga just never ends. That my license is being suspended because DMV feels like I don't have car insurance, but I do have car insurance. So I call the insurance company. Anyway, I'm here now. After this, I have a board meeting because I'm on the board. And then I have to contact EasyPass because when I went through the toll today, it said EasyPass not paid. It probably has something to do with the new plates. The EasyPass has got my old plates. It's not easy. Anyway, I'll have it all taken care of. Cinnamon love. Oh, she wasn't in the truck when it happened. She's fine. And actually, this is the best thing. Is she woke up. Like, that's a nice way to wake up on Christmas morning with a tree smashing your truck. And from the picture she sent me, it just looked like the tree was laying on it, but it actually cracked the roof of the truck and split it in half. And because it was raining, it rained inside the truck. Crazy, right? Anyway, it's all going to be taken care of. And we got a brand new truck now, so it's just a hassle, you know. Nobody wants to see that happen. But thank God nobody was hurt, and it's just something that can be replaced. Okay, your love life right now may be slow and steady wins the race, but things are going to change for the better quickly out of the clear blue sky. You've got the world at your feet. You've got some good karma coming back to you. So you're going to have a fork in the road here where you'll come to a crossroads where you're going to have to make a decision as to what you want when it comes to your love life. Situation you're in right now does have the opportunity to change and grow and develop if you're willing to give that a chance. If not, you have plenty of opportunity coming in. Scorpio shows up. Sagittarius shows up. No longer holding yourself back out of the clear blue sky. Another earth sign comes in. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Plus you have the Magician. So you can pretty much manifest anything you want. With the power of manifestation, you can pretty much take this in any direction that you want. So focus on what you want and what makes you happy. And try to let go of any negativity, especially with the Magician around. Sonia, will the long-term partner fire sign coming into my life be physically my type this time? Because the assholes that I dated were not my type physically. I think so. You got the Sun card. It should be the whole package. It should be. The insurance company, my insurance company, said that they just faxed the stuff over to DMV. But we know with New York State DMV, the woman that the insurance company said, she goes, of all the states we deal with, New York is by far the most difficult, and I don't doubt it. Feel like you need to take a couple of tranquilizers before you go over to DMV. I mean, I just have bizarre things happening to me lately, like the mortgage payment. I mailed it out on the 17th, right? My mortgage is due between the 15th and the 30th. Mailed it out on the 17th. It was right before we were getting that snowstorm. I remember walking over to the mailbox. 5 days later, check hasn't cleared. A week later, then I'm like, okay, maybe Christmas, maybe they were closed. I'm like, maybe I don't know what the hell's taking so long. I called them. They're like, no, we never received a check. It's like 2 weeks later. So it was like the 28th or the 29th. So I made a payment over the phone. And I said to them, if that check shows up, can you just apply it to January? Which is what I hoped that they did. Anyway, so like literally 3 weeks goes by and then the check clears my bank. So where the fuck did that check go for 3 weeks? It was going from here to New Jersey. It's not like it was going far. Where did it go for 3 weeks? Like, why do these weird things keep happening to me? Stupid. Kira, general for the rest of the week. I don't get it. You got the Judgment card here, which means that you've got divine timing working for you this week. Leads you to success, especially around money. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Stepping into your own strength and making a decision to move forward with your life. You may be deciding to leave the past in the past and move forward. You got happiness coming in this week. You have a water sign around you, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You also have a Capricorn coming in that may be of significance. I think this week looks pretty good. Kira, has Daniel been thinking about me and how does he feel? I think he has been thinking about you, yes. Here he is thinking about you. You know, he's still a little bit undecided, or he's kind of like fighting with himself about what he wants to do. I think he may need a little bit more time. He feels a little bit like a minor disaster in his own self, like in his own being. And he may be feeling a little bit stuck, but I think that over the next couple of days, you should see a change in him. Got the Death card here, which is change, transformation should come in around the situation. I would say before the end of the week. Sepia, how do they like me during the short phone call? I think they really liked you. You're no longer holding yourself back. Happiness is coming in and feeling like the hard work you've put into either your journey or your hard work that you've put into like looking for something is going to pay off for you. I think you made a good impression. Sepia, my chances of getting this job, God, I hope you get it. That would be fucking great. You could get it. 70% chance, yes, you have 2 aces. Page of Swords out of the clear blue sky. They may call like out of the blue and just offer it to you. Good, I hope that happens. Inez, what's coming towards me in A in love? Okay, the sun is in reverse, which means happiness could be a ways off, but it still could come. It does look like this person might not have a commitment on their mind right now, and you guys you might not be on the exact same page, but there is opportunity for things to shift in the near future because you have the sun in reverse. Lovers is in reverse, so that's not promising for a commitment, but the sun in reverse is promising. I'd give it a little bit of time and let's see which way it goes. Aphrodite, general. Success comes in and whatever it is that you've been putting time and effort into. If you've been waiting to hear from someone or waiting to hear back from something, you should hear back from that soon. Got long-term potential coming in, possibly around a love connection, and you look like you're well prepared for it. If you're not with anyone right now, Earth sign comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Life changes for the better fast, and you have a wish, put it out into the universe. I think you may be making a clear decision to leave the past hurts and wounds in the past and not bring them with you into 2021. I think that that's smart. Talia, general reading for this month. Okay, leaving disappointment in the past makes your life move forward. Cutting through bullshit, laying down the law pushes your life forward quickly. Balance comes back into your life, and something that you've been waiting for happens out of the clear blue sky. Listen to your intuition. Life is about to get busy and a little bit hectic, especially around a side business or a personal business endeavor. DYB, helping the children in need. Will foundations, companies email and call me this week? Yes. Yeah. And it should make you feel like balance has come back to the situation. You know, you should get somewhere this week. Sepia, what will Rommel think and do after reading my letter? You got success. I would be prepared for success after he reads the letter. So Emperor, he may take charge of the situation. He may come forward a little bit more. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Cancer, right? He listens to his intuition, and it looks like he comes forward more. Or you guys connect on another level. You got the Four of Wands here. Long-term potential. Listen to your intuition. Passion comes in. I think it has a good effect on him. Communication could pick up. You may be spending more time with him in the near future. Georgia, is RS done with me? He's gone quiet. He's not done, no. He's pulled his energy back because either he feels like he's getting nowhere or he doesn't want to fight. He needs a minute, but he's not done yet. Nope. DYB, will grant checks come in this week or next week? Okay, this week. I think later this week into early next week they come in. Or maybe you get one this week and the rest of them come in next week. Oh, the postal service is delayed. So I should probably do my mortgage payment. It pisses me off that I got to pay $8 to pay it online. That really pisses me off. You know what? Maybe by the time I have to send in February's payment, they'll be caught up. Like, I don't want to pay $8 to make the payment over the phone or whatever it is, but yet I spend money on other stuff. Like, I don't even think twice about it. Don't even get me started about parking meters. You know what bothers me less about the parking meters is about the quarter I have to put in. It's more about me having to have anxiety about getting back to the meter on time. That gets me upset. Sepia, Derek. Quiet, Dylan. Okay, it looks like he is struggling with the devil here. He's got to deal with his shit, and it looks like he doesn't take any responsibility for the mess that he's made, and he's going to continue to spiral down. He's also not taking good care of himself. Feels like he put in a whole lot of hard work in life in general and hasn't seen a payoff. Cause for celebration is in reverse. Third parties. He's involved with more than just one other woman. He's a fucking mess, and now he's feeling stuck in the mud. His whole life has gone out of balance. He's not in a good space. Dylan, stop barking. Shh. Darlene, love the next 6 months. Is Kay waiting for me to text him? Is Kay waiting for me to text him? I don't think he's waiting for you to text him. I don't get any aces. But it looks like over the next 6 months, you may have choices. It looks like you got a fire sign coming in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It looks like you might have a new love interest, too. That could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Anxiety around love moves into the past. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries brings in new opportunities. Dylan! Ian is yes and no on the question I'm thinking about. Okay, yes or no? Yes. No. I would say no. Loso, will my boss get terminated or any justice out of the work situation? Will my boss get terminated? I don't think that they get fired, but I do think that they have some issues that they have to deal with. Or there may be some kind of punishment or, you know, whatever goes on. But I don't think they're going to get fired. Let me go see what he needs. Dylan, you know what? You get me aggravated. What? What do you need? And hopefully he's going to be okay now. Relax. Elizabeth, why does my cousin dislike my boyfriend and talks about him? She doesn't like him. She thinks that you can do better than him. You know, it's not even like, I can't even say there's jealousy here. She feels like he's weak. She feels like he's not fair, or he doesn't treat you right, or she doesn't like him. He rubs her the wrong way. Feels like there's a long road ahead of you. Feels like there's not long-term potential. She may think he's somewhat of a phony. She doesn't like him. Nope. Lovers is in reverse. She may be thinking he's just not good for you, or he's like not, you're not seeing him for his true colors. That's her opinion. Doesn't mean she's right. April, what's the potential with Jason? I wonder if I should keep talking to him. I have only limited energy. All right, what's the potential with Jason? Well, it shows here anxiety is in reverse. So there's not much anxiety around the situation. If you keep talking to him, you got, you might feel relieved around the situation at some point, and one ace. I would say it's about 50-50 that it can go somewhere. I wouldn't cut him off now. I would give it a little more time. I would. He doesn't seem like he's a bad guy. I would give him a little bit longer. Beautiful one, General. You may have to make a decision about somebody who returns from your past. Could be someone who's been quite silent for some time. And the situation may make you feel burdened. It could be somebody who's treated you unfairly in the past. but they may come back looking for growth and transformation. It could be a creative person, could be a Pisces. Um, see how you feel when this person returns. New chapter. What can I expect from Philip by ending things? You see, but this is the thing. Like, people are ending relationships, but then they're expecting something. If you've ended things, then why would you be expecting something from him? Because you see, like, these types of situations become very toxic very quick. If you end a relationship, it's because you don't want anything from him. So I would end the relationship and walk away from it. But ending things and hoping or expecting something from somebody is counterintuitive, and it creates a toxic cycle that goes over and over again. So I wouldn't expect anything from him if you ended things. I see. I think that the problem is that the, if you end things and start things and end things and start things, the endings no longer mean anything, because it's like, oh, she's just ending things again. Everything's going to be okay tomorrow. I would not end relationships if you still want to be in them, because I don't understand what the point is. And a lot of people do this, and all it does is create a huge toxic cycle of breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. And so I don't know why people end relationships but then expect something from the person. I wouldn't end things unless you want things to be over, because things around this situation are already very messy. It's like, you might be feeling like he doesn't give you a lot of respect. He may feel a lot of anxiety. The timing around the situation is not that great, and there also could be somebody else involved here. Death is in reverse, so I wouldn't expect all that much from him, or I at least wouldn't expect much from him changing in the near future. It looks like you may be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, and the situation does not seem to be moving forward in a positive way at this point. Hermit is here, so you might not hear from him for a little while unless you reach out to him. But that is a decision that you have to make. If you want this relationship to be over, I would not talk about him, not think about him, put him out of your mind and move forward with your life. If you want the relationship to continue, I would contact him and not sit around and wait for him to contact you, because that's going to grow this time and space in between the two of you, and it's going to make matters worse. But that's your decision. You've got to make that decision. I can't tell you. The way it looks like now, you're not getting much out of him. And if you do hear from him, you'll hear from him, but it doesn't change much. You know, like I'll hear that a lot. Like, people want, oh, am I going to hear from him? Am I going to hear from him? Yeah, okay, you hear from him, but does it really lead down the road to anywhere? Not really. So it doesn't look like much is happening right now. If you want that to change, I would suggest reaching out to him and having a conversation with him about what you want and what you expect out of this relationship. But this breaking up and getting back together stuff has got to stop. It has to stop for everyone that's doing it, because I don't understand what the point is of ending things if you want things to move forward. And if you don't want things to move forward, then why are you asking that? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like the energy that you're putting out into the world is one thing, but what you really want is the opposite. So when you're getting a mixed bag of nuts and it's all over the place and it's chaotic, you don't understand why. But that's exactly what you're putting out. You're putting chaos out. It's like, go the fuck away, but are you going to call? You know what I mean? So you're the one that needs to make the decision and get clear on what exactly it is you want from this situation, and then decide how you're going to proceed. Loso. I don't see it yet, so let me do Kira, general for my mom. General for my mom. Okay, there's a lot of nice stuff happening here around money, finances. So, stepping into her own strength brings in balance, success around work, possibly getting better compensated, and definitely earning more respect. It also looks like she shouldn't be feeling as weighed down by the weight of the world. 2020 may have been a hard year. 2021, the energy comes in much lighter. There's choices around her. World is at her feet, and anxiety seems to move into the past. She's not with anyone right now. Divine timing can bring in a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, no longer holding herself back or no longer feeling so stuck. Out of the clear blue sky, things start to move forward. The hard work she's put into something, usually a business thing, could be a brand new business too, is on the horizon. We'll come back to her. And taking time for rest, relaxation, recharges her batteries. John. It's been 4 days and no one texted each other. Is the Virgo going to contact me and when? Okay. Is the Virgo going to contact me? Yeah, listen to your intuition because your intuition is pretty connected to her. You have a pretty good idea of how she operates. I think that you should hear from her soon. I don't think it's going to take 10 days, but it should be soon. I would say no longer than 10 days. Where are we here? Kira, when will I get my stimulus check? You should get it. You should get it soon. I got mine last Monday, and then I needed to buy tires, so there that went. I would say you should have it within the next 12 days, no longer. You should get it soon. Jay. No, let me do Kira. Will I be able to get my Chevy Blaze truck on my vision board this year? And if so, when? I think that's doable. Yeah, I think that you can make that happen. It might not be until the month of November. I would say this summertime to November. Actually, November may be a really good time. You might be able to get like a good deal on the 2021 before the 22s come out. Lara, advice on L. Okay, I don't know what the relationship is with this person, but it looks like if you haven't seen or spoken to them, you could hear from them out of the clear blue sky. But it does look like you're always waiting for your ship to come in with this person, and it doesn't really seem like it gets off the ground. I would definitely keep your options open if this is a love connection, because I don't see any love here right now, and there could be some distance and separation between the two of you with the Hermit. There may be communication can go down. So I would keep your options open. You have a fire sign around you, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If this person is a fire sign, there is possibility at some point for communication to pick back up again, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of love here. I don't know if this is a love thing, if the two of you are on the same page, because it looks like you're always waiting for your ship to come in, and they don't really seem to be on that same frequency. Keep your options open, let's put it that way. Jay, why is the Capricorn very flirtatious and sarcastic with me yesterday? Well, the Capricorn definitely is interested in you. And, you know, kind of falls between feeling successful around the situation and feeling like she's a little bit stuck in the mud. It also looks like, listen to your intuition. Her feelings for you may be growing and strengthening, and she may be acting a little bit awkward because she doesn't really know what to do. I think that her idea of the sarcasm and the flirting was exactly it. She thought that, like, she was trying to put, like, good effort in. I mean, I love sarcasm, so, I mean, I think sarcasm is really funny, you know, if it's done well. So, yeah, I think that she was just trying to kind of, like, you know, spend time talking to you, because I do think that she's interested in you. Let's see what happens. Gabby, will my next job be as an analyst? Yes, I think it will be, yeah. Liz, will I get this job at the hospital? Not only will you get the job, I think you're going to have choices. I think you will have choices around the next job you take. Red, what happens if I go back and C and I work on it? Well, you know, things can be worked out if both people are on the same page. The problem with that is that people tend to go back and then they get right back into the groove of the old routine, and they tend to not work on things. And then what happens is they find themselves in the same predicament 3 months later, 6 months later, or a year later, and nothing has changed. So my fear with anybody that's going back to anything is that there's a huge chance that you just go back to the same broken relationship that's defunct to begin with. Yeah, see, perseverance around this situation is in reverse, and somebody holds themselves back. You go back to this commitment, you may feel like there's impatience around the situation. You might feel like you put in a whole lot of hard work and you find yourself in the same situation 6 months later. I would think about it. I would think about it, because people say that they're going to work on things and then nothing gets changed. Like, for example, somebody very close to me was married, and when he was talking about his marriage failing, he said, my wife asked me for a divorce, and I didn't want to get divorced, so we agreed to work on things. 4 years later, he said, he goes, if you ask me again for a divorce, we're getting divorced and there is no turning back. 4 years later, he says she asked for a divorce again, and he's like, I thought we were working on things. Now I know him pretty well, and I know his idea of working on things. And chances are he was not working on things. He went back into the same defunct relationship. Nothing got any better, and she met someone else and moved on with her life. And that's what happened. Now, he found himself 4 years later in the same situation that he was in 4 years prior. Wouldn't it have been easier to just let go 4 years earlier? Why torture yourself for those 4 years? But that's a chance that you have to take. You have to make that decision. The cards can't. That's up to you. Now, if it were me, I would rather get out of it sooner than learn the hard way 4 years later, because you don't get those 4 years back. But anyhow, that's you. You have to make that decision. Gabby, spirit messages. Four of Earth. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions. Giving to those less fortunate. The Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. The Ten of Earth. You got all Earth today. Seeds well planted. A temporary pause in action. Unnecessary worry. Watch out for that unnecessary worry. I feel like we all do that. Cheap in certain departments, and then right, and then yeah. I just feel like with a mortgage payment, I would rather that $8 go to the mortgage rather than the stupid company. Why do you need $8 to process an online thing? Nobody did anything. Red. How will the kids feel if I decide to go back? Okay, they're kind of all over the place. So I don't know how many kids are involved, but somebody may feel relief and happy if you go back. Somebody else feels like the injustice, unhappy, and the devil here is involved and is not happy. I think over the long term, I don't think it would be beneficial, or they wouldn't feel in the long term that it would be helpful. Because Two of Cups is in reverse, and so is the Star card. But I don't know what the situation is with the kids. You have kids with him, or are they your kids and not his kids, or are they his kids? Do you know what I mean? I don't know the whole story. But it looks like one of them may be happy to see you go back, and somebody else might not be happy. Somebody else may be seeing the situation a little bit differently. I may not be thrilled long term. John, career and economics for the month. You could have a new opportunity come in here. Starting a new journey that brings in a lot of money or more money, and balance comes back to your life. Looks like you might be toying around and thinking about it. I don't know, maybe the offer already came in. 8 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. Learning a new area of study or actually physically putting in a lot of hard work or hours at work brings in a large sum of money. But I don't know. I mean, you got money coming in, whether you take on something else or you're working harder at your current place. I don't know. I'm not sure. The ace is not here, so I'm not going to say it's a new it could be a new opportunity, or you may be just working harder where you are. Either way, you should be bringing in more money this month. Deja. If I quit my job I'm at now to work on my business, will I be successful? I get a 70% chance you'll be successful. I would never, ever tell somebody to quit a job if they didn't have something else reliable. Like, that has nothing to do with the cards. That's only my 2 cents. But my conscience can't tell somebody to just quit their job without something to fall back on. So I wouldn't tell you to do that. I would tell you to work on your business aside from your job. But that's your decision. You got a 70% chance. It looks like you'll be successful, but I don't know if that's a risk that you want to take at this point. I wouldn't, but that's me. You know, I've got Saturn in the first house. I don't like to feel like I'm ungrounded. You know what I mean? But that's only my 2 cents. If you have, you know, like I have a mortgage I have to pay. If you live with somebody and you don't have to worry about making a payment, I would say you have a little bit more leeway than I do. But I just get too nervous with the idea of not being employed. I think that if it were me and it was me, I always kept my job. I kept all of my jobs until they literally threw me out. But like I said, that's me. And see, how did my new coworkers feel after the meeting? Good. You got divine timing here, the 10 cups and the Knight of Cups. That's all very positive. Maybe excited, happy, content. Tracy, who's coming towards me in love? Oh, you do have a committed relationship on the horizon with somebody starting a new journey. Could be an Aquarius or a Leo. Got an Aquarius and a Leo coming in. Uh-oh, Instacart just texted me. I mean, who waits until they don't have not one square of toilet paper in the house? I have baby wipes, but that's not the point. I don't understand baby wipes, though, because they're wet. TMI, I know, but I don't want wet. It's wet. I got paper towels if I need. What did they say here? It's arriving by 5:50. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not in any hurry. I'll use baby wipes if I have to. Red Nappy. How will I feel when they find out about CNI? How will I feel when they find out about CNI? How will I feel when they find out about CNI? Okay, you got the 10 of Cups, which ultimately means that you find yourself in a good place. Now, the road getting there could be a little rough. You got feeling a little bit lack of persistence, feeling a little bit like I'm waiting here for my ship to come in, and feeling a little bit like I'm not getting anywhere fast. I don't know if you feel a little stuck when they find out, or you feel a little bit like you're holding yourself back, or like something is not for, I don't know if you're disappointed when they find out, or you feel like shitty when they find out, but ultimately I think it works out for you. But the 10 of Cups is really one of those cards that it doesn't really get any better than that. So when they find out initially, you may be stressed out, but then you get over it. And see, finances for career between now and March. You've got the Magician and you've got the Chariot, which means you can manifest new opportunities to bring in money between now and March. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, and divine timing may be helping you out through this. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful if you don't want kids. 10 of Pentacles. You have the ability to bring in a large sum of money between now and then if you focus. So you're in control of that. Looks like things are getting better for you. Or money is flowing a little bit easier. Ina, should I continue with A or cut him out? How would he react if I cut him out? He's an Aries. Okay. Should I cut him out? Okay, I get a 33% chance, yes, you should cut him out. The moon is here, which means listen to your intuition. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, which means in the near future, he may be showing you a little bit more respect. If you cut him out of your life, you may end up getting more from him with the Six of Pentacles. I think he's taking you for granted right now. I don't know what your relationship is with him, but this is this is my 2 cents. General rule, within 6 months to a year, if you're not getting out of the relationship what you want, then I would say it's time to walk away, because it's not going to turn into something in 2 years, 3 years, or 10 years if it hasn't in the first 6 months to a year. If you've been invested in this and it's going nowhere, or you feel like you're the only person doing the work, I would reevaluate how you feel about the situation, because nobody wants to be in a relationship like that where you feel like you're hounding the person, or you feel like they don't put in any effort. That's your call. I would give it a little bit more time, to be honest. I would give it a couple more months. If you're still standing here in the same situation at the end of February, then it may be time to cut them loose. Jay, why did Amy stare at me intensely from afar without taking her gaze away? I look the other way because I'm fed up with her right now. Well, she's trying to like burn a hole through your head with her eyes. Yeah, see, she holds herself back and she knows it. She's trying to catch your attention without actually saying, hey, how are you? She's trying to send out vibes, but it's not working. Thing is that as much as you're fed up with her, she's fed up with herself. She does this all to herself. If you were to get inside her head, or if you were one of her friends and listen to her talk, you would go nuts, because it's like you do this all to yourself. You don't say hello to him. You don't pay attention to him. Half the time you ignore him, but then you're staring at him like you're trying to burn holes through his forehead with your eyeballs. Why are you doing that? Well, I want his attention. Like, like, how about going over and saying, hey, how are you? Nice weather we're having, shitty weather we're having. I'm hungry. I'm tired. And, how was your weekend? But she can't get out of her own way. And the thing is that she tortures herself over it. Because somebody else will have no trouble going over to you and having small talk. And then she'll be like, well, why is he talking to that person? Well, because that person's not stupid. That person doesn't do stupid things. But I kind of understand it, because I think over the years I have been Amy. I think I've done that over the years. I think that, it's like another one of those situations where she's trying to make you read her mind, and you can't read her mind. So she blames you for it, but a lot of times she knows that it's her, and people may even tell her, not specifically pertaining to you, but people may just say to her in general, that you come off, like my mom used to tell me all the time, you come off standoffish. I know that. I'm not friendly. That's just me. Not friendly. But I think the more that I've studied all this stuff, and the more that I've, read for people, and like working with energy, you really have to align with my friend that we went out today. We were talking about, like, people are on a certain frequency, and they attract things of that similar frequency, which sometimes I can kind of argue against that, but I understand what she means. So it's like somebody like her that puts out this energy that's like standoffish, and I have walls up and don't come near me. Like, that's what she puts up, but yet that's not what she really wants on the inside. It's like this similar situation to people that are like, well, I blocked him. Is he going to call me? It's like, you got to get on the same frequency of what you want, put out into the universe what you want to happen, and then align with that. So she's staring at you because she wants your attention, but yet everything else about her is saying, go away. So what she gets is not really much, or she could get little breadcrumbs here and there. And she does it very much to herself. although she would never think that she's done it to herself. But yet sometimes she does know that she can be a little bit. She's a tough nut to crack. And it doesn't have to be so complicated, but it is. Yeah, I don't blame you for being fed up with her right now. Inez, one general love for the rest of January and February. Could have a new love interest come in, maybe a Libra, before the end of February. I would say things could change for the better quickly. Libra may be a little bit persistent. There might be long-term possibility around it. The sun comes out and you're being guided by the divine. You may pull away from that Aries because somebody else shows up. And then that's too bad for him. DYB, will I put the deposit on the new house this week or next week? Okay, will I put it on this week? I think you could do it this week. I think that might happen for you this week. That would be great. Mel, people and their relationships and intend to get their point across so that the person will chase and finally hear them out and make things right. It's a toxic way of communicating. Right, I agree. I agree. I maybe when I was younger, I would have done something like that. But I feel like, once again, when you go back to the energy, if you tell someone to go away and they go away, then it's like, well, you told me to go away. Yeah, I agree with you. It does. It becomes, and it does become a habit. And all. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, wasn't it little Virgo that was saying nasty things the other day? So I don't know why you would come back. I'm going to answer the question and then you're going to say horrible things about me. That's really not cool. Okay, what's the question? Shit, I lost it. Lost my spot. What's coming towards me and Osmar? Looks like you might have a long road ahead of you, but you do have some good luck coming in, and you also have a little bit of good karma coming back to you. Four of Wands, there could be long-term potential around the situation, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here just yet. That just may be that it hasn't developed. You may have to give the situation a little bit of time. Your persistence will pay off. Oh. Instacart people. They're out of the toilet paper. I guess I'm not the only person that forgot to. Anyway, whatever they got, I don't care. I'm easy to shop for. Shannon, will I hear back from a job soon? You should be hearing back from a job very soon. You could even get a job in the near future. I would say before the end of January, you could have a couple of offers come in. Kira, general for Daniel and I, when will he contact? I think contact comes in sometime this week. I would say sometime before Sunday. We'll give it 7 days. He won't be holding himself back. You have the ability to manifest something to make this relationship move forward if that's what you want. The decision is yours, and you might be feeling a little bit undecided. He is feeling like he's going to want things to move forward, and he may come in a little bit more persistent in the near future. There's room for growth and transformation around the situation. So, I would hang in there for a few more days. I think things are going to turn around. Eric Cherry, will level 55 get me in trouble or cost money? Okay, I have no idea what that is. But let's say, will level 55 get me in trouble and cost money? Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't get involved. I don't know what it is, but it shows 70% chance, yes, there's trouble, and it could make you feel weak, or there could be weakness around this. Lara, who's the fire sign? I can't tell you who the fire sign is. I could just tell you what their sign is. I don't know who they are. Fire sign that comes in is an Aries. I can't tell you much more than that. I don't know. Like, I can't tell somebody where they're going to meet somebody, what the person's name is going to be, what they're going to look like. I don't know. I don't have that information. So if I say something like there's a fire sign showing up, that's pretty much all the information I have. And in your case, I think it happens to be an Aries. Kira, tomorrow. Tomorrow, it looks like you have a lot of nice things happening around work. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Hangman in reverse. It looks like there may be opportunities around. Now, this may not be your day job. This could be your personal business. Money-making opportunities may be coming in tomorrow. Starting a new journey with long-term potential around a side business. There may be an offer that's like right in front of you that gets presented soon. I'm going to say tomorrow. I don't know. I don't like locking it into such a specific time, but it comes up pretty strong. So let's see what happens. Kira, love for January. Love for the rest of January. No longer holding yourself back. You may have a Sagittarius come in who's very persistent. I don't see a love connection with that person right now, but they may surface. You may also have long-term potential around them. You may make a decision to move forward with your life. You got opportunity around you with new energy coming in that pays you a lot of respect. Cause for celebration and happiness comes in before the end of January, but you're going to have choices. You got the Judgment card. You're going to come to a crossroads and have to make a decision at some point in January, which road you want to take, who you want to be with, and I think that there's going to be more than one. Look, there's the water sign, but then there's the Sagittarius coming in, and you could have an air sign also coming in. Judgment card, you might have to make the decision on what road to take. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini could come in too. I would keep your options open if you're not 100% sure of what you want yet. Tibet, love. You could have a new love interest coming in. You got a Leo that comes in very strong, moving forward with your life. Capricorn comes in, and there's a little adventure coming in around you and Capricorn. Pisces is here. I mean, you know you got choices and options, which is nice. Of which you got several soulmates. Six of Pentacles. Somebody comes in and really puts in a lot of effort. I think that's the person that may end up winning your heart. Moving forward, I would keep your options open. You have a wish that comes in around love. Things change for the better quickly. You hear from someone who you haven't heard from in quite some time. And you have a wish around an Aquarius. So, let's see what goes on. Araceli, things to watch out for at work. I don't trust, I'm always cautious with work relationships because you don't always know who you can trust. Some people like to throw other people under the bus, so I would be careful. It does look like you're pretty well respected at work with the Six of Pentacles, and your intuition is pretty good, so you pretty much know who you can and can't trust. I would say, what comes up here is, this is like waiting for your ship to come in, and you may be feeling like you've put in a lot of hard work and didn't see much of a payout. So if you're starting to feel a little bit like maybe you've outgrown this job, it might not hurt to either try to move up in the company or see what else is out there. That's one thing that comes up. It doesn't look like there's all that much that you need to look out for as far as like being in danger of anything. I don't think anyone's trying to, put your job in jeopardy, but it could be that you kind of outgrow the place. Make sure that you don't hold yourself back by staying too long. I would, another situation where I would say explore your options, see what else is out there, or see if you can move up in the company. John, will a love relationship happen with the Virgo? You got a greater than 70% chance that there's going to be a relationship with that Virgo. I think that's where it's headed. Ronnie, why is the Sag been in my energy heavy lately? I'd love to forget he exists. I've had that happen to me too, and unfortunately, in some situations, I feel like it's because that person can't let go of you either. But I know what you mean. Like a couple of years ago, well, it was kind of a while ago, I remember it was like a year that I hadn't seen this person. And it's like they were in my head all the time. And yeah, I felt the same way. Like, I just want to let go of it. I just want to forget it. I just want to pretend like I never met this person. And I couldn't get that person out of my head. And that person eventually came back. So I don't know. I don't know why certain situations, I think sometimes between two people, and I only really feel this way because I've experienced it with my friend Laura. Like, her and I just have like a weird psychic connection. I think it's because she was born with her sun on my natal moon, 21 degrees Leo. And I think that that's why we have this connection. But like, she's one of those people that I can't lie to. I can't even try to lie to her. She could like walk in here right now and I won't say a word to her. She'll know exactly what's going on in my life. We just have that connection. And I think some people are just more psychically connected to one another. Unfortunately, I do think he's in your energy because I think he's going to show up out of the clear blue sky. Either show up or he's going to reach out to you. He wants things to move forward, or he may be looking for things to transform. I know. And you know what? The unfortunate part of that is that you can move anywhere in the world and that doesn't go away. Like that's that. Mm, and it's not something that's made up in your head. There are situations where people are like, oh, well, he's in my energy. Meanwhile, the person doesn't know they exist. You know what I mean? Where it's like, but in this case, it's a different connection. It's like a strong connection that's like you can't let go of. Not that you're even trying to hold on to it. It's just there in the back of your head, like a weight. I understand. Sucks. Red, how will Elle feel when they, wait a second, how will Elle feel when they find out about CNI? How will Elle feel? How will Elle feel? All right, I don't know who this person is, but they come up with feeling hurt, but successful. So figure that out. They also may feel like this was divine timing, or this happened under divine timing. Hermit is in reverse. They may not say two words because they don't want to hear it. I don't know if they're going to be an I told you so kind of person, because that's what the Hermit in reverse is like. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be told. Yeah, I don't want to. They don't want to say anything because they either think that they're wrong, or I don't know. They're not going to say anything. But they may feel success around the hurt, and they also may be feeling like this was divine timing. It was something that was meant to happen. And see, general love between now and March. General love between now and March. Happiness comes out. No longer holding yourself back. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you eases anxiety. You have the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. There's an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It's new energy. It's got long-term potential, and a new opportunity comes in. This person may come in with an offer that would be hard to turn down. You're leaving regret and negativity in the past. Anything or anyone that has not put in enough effort, I think you're going to walk away from. Got a Pisces coming in as well. You might have new opportunities, and you may be done with like banging your head against the wall in relationships that aren't working, and you may have some fresh energy come in, and you may go in a different direction. I think it would serve you well if that's what, if you took the new opportunities, I think you would be happy. Jay, what's next with Amy? And will I still be bored? You might be a little bit bored because she comes up as somebody who has a hard time getting out of her own way, and you never really feel like you get successful with her. She may come forward a little bit more, then she pulls her energy back. This dance can go on for some time. She's looking for you to chase her. That's what she wants. She wants to be chased. And, you know, it's unfortunate because I don't think that relationships where one person is chasing, like that to me throws the whole relationship out of balance. And I think that that's a lot of times that's what women want. They want to be chased. I don't think that that works. I think that it takes two people to meet halfway. And then that's how the relationship works. So she may pull her energy back. She may come forward. She's going to continue to drive you nuts. I think you are going to be bored of her. Because eventually things got to move forward. And if they don't move forward, like what? How long are we going to play this game, you know? More or less, can you see me moving out from an apartment in the near future? Okay, will I be moving out in the near future? Yes. Maybe within the next 6 months. More or less. Reading between me and B. Is there any feelings? I don't see romance here right now, but there is opportunity for the relationship to move forward a little down the line, moving on to greener pastures quickly. No love comes up though. Actually, the lovers is in reverse. So I wouldn't expect romance from this person, but the relationship can grow and stabilize. And there is good luck around the situation. I don't think it's romantic, not right now. Doesn't mean that can't change, but right now. Alina, love. You may be making a clear decision to walk away from an old heartache or hold an old heartbreak or wound or something. If somebody recently has hurt you and you feel like you haven't gotten over it, I think you're making a decision to put it behind you and to move forward with your life. You've actually got an Aries comes in that has long-term potential, and they could present you with an opportunity that would be hard to turn down. It also looks like when you meet this new person, if you're not with anyone right now, you look back on the past and you don't see it with rose-colored glasses. You may see it exactly for what it was. Now, if you are with someone right now, I would say your current relationship can move forward, but you would have to make a decision to leave the past in the past and not bring it with you into the future. So if that old hurt is around this person, you got to forgive them for it and move forward. If it's not, if it's something that happened in the past, you're still going to have to forget about it and move forward like it never happened. And you can do it. That's exactly what it looks like you're doing. You're moving forward or moving away from an old hurt. Kira, general. Okay, you've got the world at your feet moving forward, no longer waiting for your ship to come in, but you have to make a decision to be in control of your future and not just kind of let things happen. Now, I have felt in like over the course of my life that my life has sort of been a product of other people's decisions, if that makes any sense. If you've felt that way, you may be stepping into a time in your life where you're feeling a little bit more like I'm taking control of things. Like in other words, for example, I would feel like I would get offered a yoga class because so and so couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I think you're moving into a point in your life where you're a little bit more in control of your own destiny and you're taking control of it. It also looks like you may be presented with an offer that would be hard to refuse. You may be spending time working on a side business that proves to be profitable. The hard work you put into that business will come back to you, like the fruits of your labor will pay off. Good karma comes in, Perseverance around a side business pays off, and no longer feeling so weighed down by the weight of the world. Intuition is also pretty strong moving forward. John, will I do the will I do the purchase that I want in February? I'm not convinced it happens in February. It may take a little bit longer than that. Telepathic connections and psychic connections, yeah. You know, with the telepathic things, this is how I feel. Like, this is just my personal thing. The older I get, the more grounded I am. And years ago, I would really believe that kind of stuff. But now, what scares me about, like, people thinking that they're telepathically communicating is that they're not really telepathically communicating. They're having a conversation with this person in their own head, and they're hearing what they wish the person would say to them, and that scares me. A psychic connection is different. A psychic connection is like when you happen to be on your way to work thinking about your best friend, and then you get to work and you see that they had left you a missed call. You got a missed call from them. That to me is a psychic connection. Believing that you're hearing somebody else's thoughts, I don't buy that. I just don't believe it. I don't believe that it's true. And I don't like telling people to believe in things that to me sound like they're made up, because it's like things are fucked up enough. We don't need to fuck ourselves up even more. And then people wind up convincing themselves of things that are not true. And I don't feel like that's healthy. Like, I'll get people that email me and they'll be like, well, I know he's my soulmate and we're supposed to be together forever, and the reason why he treats me bad is because he's supposed to. And I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not true. But you've convinced yourself of it. So you're allowing somebody to mistreat you because you think that they're supposed to, because you think that this is some kind of highly spiritual connection. I don't believe that. And I feel like the telepathy can kind of make people do the same thing. Like, they're imagining things that they want to hear. They're not really hearing them. Anyway, readings. Why does my XL keep popping into my head? Because this person may be thinking about you. This person may be thinking about you, and the Fool is in reverse. There's something that may get revealed about the situation. Now, this could be like a psychic thing. Like, you're picking up on the fact that something is going to be revealed. Somebody may tell you something about them, or you could hear something about them. Fool is in reverse. Fool's in reverse. A secret or something gets revealed that needs to be dealt with. And you'll deal with it. But I think that's why that they're popping into your head, because people may be discussing it. See, like, that to me is a psychic thing. It's like, okay, this person's popping into my head. Why? Well, it may mean that there is something going on with this person and you're going to hear about it. That is a psychic connection. Now, hearing the words that that person is speaking to somebody else, I don't believe that. So that's what the difference is. Those two questions sort of tied together. Kira, general around me and the fine Leo Andreas. When do you see us finally going on our date? You could have a little new adventure with him. He may be putting in a lot of effort, not holding himself back, and he could come in as kind of ambitious. You could have a nice connection with him, or a nice, interest. You guys could go on a date relatively soon. There could be a 4 around it, possibly, I would say, anytime between now and the next 4 weeks. You could make that happen. Adriana, what am I not expecting? To start a new journey that brings in happiness around the soulmate connection with the love cup being full. That's pretty good. Could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Kira, next 3 days. Stepping into your own strength. Feeling a little bit more balance is coming back to your life. You could be feeling like things change for the better quickly. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Hangman's in reverse. Life starts to move forward. Somebody or something could present you an offer that would be hard to refuse with the Four of Cups in reverse. Cinnamon, what's next with Janelle and me? You guys could be starting a new journey that takes off pretty quickly. Listen to your intuition. This relationship can stabilize, but you may have to give it a little bit of patience. Oh, look at that. The Clue movie is free to stream on Amazon Prime. How do I do that? The fire stick that I don't know how to use? Ayana, what will my next romantic partner be like? Loving, kind, caring, sincere, honest, humble, easy to get along with. The world is at your feet. He may be on the romantic side. Could be a Capricorn. Might be a Capricorn. A little adventurous, hardworking, sincere, stable, but you're going to have options. You got choices coming in. There's a Gemini here too with long-term potential possible. There is happiness that comes out over your love life. No, there's no doubt about that. Shannon, do you see more children in my future? The opportunity is there. Yeah, the possibility is there should you want to take it. Children is a physical thing. The physical ability is there. If you want to have them, you just have to make that decision. Can we cut off the super chats because I think he's got to go OUT, and I'm going to have to get ready for my meeting, and the food's coming. And anyway, I'll be back on later tonight, but I have a private at 9:30, so I probably won't get back on until 10:30. Jay, who will end up moving forward with? You could, but the Capricorn comes in pretty strong.
Green hair. That's not
Capricorn comes in strong, and there's an Aquarius here too. Kira, just curious, does Daniel think I only want to be with him now because I see he has money? No, I don't think so. Liz, general for the next 4 weeks. Taking time for rest, relaxation really pays off. Don't forget self-care. It looks like your persistence is going to bring in a lot of money when it comes to a work or business endeavor. Creative project is on deck that either you get a lot out of or pays really well. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. You also have some balance coming back to your life. Your life starts to move forward, heading towards all-time cups being full. If you're not in a relationship, you got a Sagittarius coming in. You got financial stability coming in, and your intuition is heightened. The next 4 weeks should be pretty good. Dylan, just give me a few more minutes and I'll be right with you, okay? I am very realistic. I try. Because I just feel like there's nothing worse than somebody having a big, huge bubble and it getting popped. Anyhow, John, who should do the first move, me or the Virgo? Me. I think you do. Yeah, I think so. Ronnie, general for the rest of January. I'll be right with you, Bubba. Oh, you could have a love connection coming in. That could be very strong. No longer feeling like you're stuck in the mud. You got an Aries coming in. That Sagittarius is going to show up, I think. Cause for celebration comes in. No longer feeling so weighed down by the weight of the world. You might even have a new job opportunity or a new job, like at least interviews or something to get the ball rolling. Success comes in around business or a new job opportunity that pushes your life forward. Could be before the end of January. T. Wilmore. Why hasn't Bishop contacted me? There's anxiety and tension and stress around the situation, but this person is going to contact you. There's room for growth and transformation coming in around this situation, and this relationship or situation should move forward. It might just take time. Listen to your intuition. If they've been silent for a little while out of the clear blue sky, you should hear from them. It might take time. Things will change for the better quickly, but it might not happen as fast as you want it to. It may not happen right now, but when it changes, it changes. They're going to contact you. They just haven't yet. There's stress, anxiety, tension, and a little bit of fear around this situation. I don't know why they're so freaked out or what the situation is, but that's what comes up. Readings. What kind of secret when it comes to I don't know. I don't know. You're going to have to wait and find out. I can't, like, there are some things, like, I can't get into that person's life because I don't know them and I don't know what kind of a secret it is. There's just, like, questions like, who am I going to meet? What's their name? What day am I going to meet them? What's the secret? What are they hiding from me? Like, there's a lot of things that are going on in people's lives that they don't tell everyone. And I can't pull that out. I don't know. It just shows that whatever it is, you might change the way you feel about the situation. You could feel like there's something unsuccessful around the situation or things don't move forward as fast. But that's something that has to be revealed by that person. I can't tell you what it is. It does look like you might feel stuck in the mud and there may be a little bit of manipulation going on here by somebody in this situation. But what the exact secret is or what exactly gets exposed, I don't know. Kira, career at the Jetsons for the next 3 months. Things should improve. You feel less stressed out. You feel like you got better luck, and it looks like you're making more money. It also looks like you're feeling a little bit more stable. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, too, over the next couple of months and make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition. I think things, more or less, are going to be better for you there. Mel, why is this person stalking me? I'm only asking because I don't have social media, therefore this person has to go out of their way to seek me out. They want to know what's going on in your life. There is jealousy here. They feel unjust, or there was something was unfair around the situation. And I think they may be trying to catch you in a lie or try to catch you in an unfavorable predicament. They're not going to catch you doing anything. First of all, you're not doing anything wrong. And even if you were, so what? What business is it of theirs? The Fool here is in reverse. You know what that means. You're going to find out. Like, this is all going to come out to light, and they're going to look like a fool. This person they're trying to either catch you in something or make you look like the bad guy. And you're not the bad guy. So let them stalk all they want. They're not going to find anything out. If you don't have social media, like, social media is like everybody's downfall. Because, like, you get shitheads that will tag you somewhere. Oh, I'm at hot yoga with Danny. It's like the whole world doesn't have to know that I'm at yoga. Asshole. But, or at the airport, going to Cancun. No one's in her house. You know, like, how dumb is that? But if you don't have social media, they're not going to find anything out. What are you eating over there? Dylan. Dylan. Oh, all right. not that he should have it. It's a hair pick, but I just didn't want it to be like an electrical cord. Yeah, he's not going to find anything. So they're going to be up a creek. Sarah, what's coming next between me and Themis the Taurus? That's your choice. I'm not seeing much of a connection here between the two of you right now, but at some point he could come in with an offer that would be hard to refuse. Thing is that there's no love here. I'm not seeing any love. I think that it may be time for you to put him in your past and move forward, because he doesn't seem like he's ever really legit. And I think he always kind of has his hands in several different pots. I don't know that he's ever really faithful to one person. Communication could come in. You could hear from him. He may say a lot of nice things, but I don't trust him. I don't trust this guy. This is a Taurus. Yeah, I don't trust this guy. Yeah, no, that's all right. I don't think he gives up so easy, though. Yeah, even if you don't want him anymore, I think you'll still hear from him. But if you, yeah, I wouldn't worry about him. All right, let me go because I'm going to take him for a walk. And then I have to get ready for this groceries to come and feed Miss Avery and... Oh, I have that meeting at 6:30. What the hell time is it now? It's 5:29. All right, so I got an hour. And then I have 9:30, and then I'll come on after the 9:30. So I'll see you guys probably around 10:30-ish or something like that. All right, thank you all very much. I will see you guys later.